Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, it's actually performing very well. Yesterday there was a little bit of a scare of liquidation where Bitcoin actually fell down to 93,000 and majority of the altcoins started panicking. You can see that Dogecoin actually fell all the way to 16.8 and going under 17 cents. There was already a little bit of selling off and let's just say panic selling that was taking over the market. But today morning you can see that there was a little bit of recovery. May has just begun, but there are so many good things which are already happening. First of all, if you guys do not know, May is always the best performing month for Dogecoin, and just the starting, and you guys know that we are already at a very critical resistance zone. It's definitely going to be broken in the month of May, and there will be a lot more bigger things happening, especially 7th of May is going to be the interest rate decision. There's also NASDAQ seeks approval to list Dogecoin ETF. This is huge because NASDAQ is now getting involved with a meme coin, which is obviously Dogecoin. On the other end, Dogecoin heading towards $1. Analysts predict a breakout for meme coin on the weekly chart, while Eric Trump warns the banks that they will go extinct if they do not have crypto adoption. I mean, it's very clear to see that SEC is letting the banks be a little bit more free, and therefore banks are definitely going to get involved with crypto. While crypto assets reportedly make up 37% of President Trump's total wealth. That should give you perspective that Trump is not just doing it for you, but he's actually doing it for himself to ensure that the crypto market can keep climbing. And Visa, so yesterday we talked about how MasterCard is getting involved with stablecoins. Now Visa is not staying behind. Before we get into the details of all this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with Dogecoin, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, and while there, slam that notification because you want to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. And while there, slap a like on the video, just update to back with them, push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what's happening to Dogecoin. They decide to buy into it, it starts spiking up, and a lot of us make a lot of profit. Let's go for a like goal of 27. We've smashed all of them, so thank you. Now let's talk about the Dogecoin chart on the 1 hour chart, because this will give you perspective in terms of how scary it was yesterday. It was just 2 hours which pretty much triggered a very panic situation. That's all I'm going to say, because we went from about 17.6 down to 16.7. Now that does not seem like a far difference, but if you just compare how of a difference it was close to a 5% decline in price in just under 2 hours. And for something that has such a large market cap, it is a little bit of a scary situation. It's not like it hasn't happened before, but currently we're in a very fragile state. That's probably the right word to use, because the market was able to recover so quickly. There is a lot of uncertainty. Yes, there is a lot of sentiments which are turning green, but a lot of people are estimating maybe this is a fake out, which we will be seeing a breakdown from. And let's just say if we're able to keep this momentum going, if Bitcoin crosses the 100K mark, there's going to be a very strong chance that majority of the people will stop having that scare and finally jump back in to ensure that they do not miss out on the FOMO of the next leg of the bull market. If we talk about the open interest, well, for Dogecoin, it's still sitting close to 840 million. And the long to the short ratio on the other end is still in favor of long traders, even though yesterday the market had such a quick crash. Let's just say 70% are still in favor of long traders, meaning there is a lot higher chance of a upwards momentum as compared to downwards. And you guys know everyone likes the upwards. That's all I'm going to say. And Bitcoin, let's just say the open interest is still sitting at 27 billion, and the long to the short ratio, well, it's in favor of short, but not by quite a long margin. And that's all I'm going to say about that one. But this is a big deal. Eric Trump claims banks face extinction in 10 years without cryptocurrency adoption. The banking system is criticized for inefficiency and prioritizing ultra wealthy. Eric Trump emphasizes the growing role of crypto in shaping the future of finance. Do I agree with him? Yes, but at the same time, I'm in a little bit of a criticism, because I'm a big supporter of crypto. If you do not know that, let me be more clear about that. Secondly, what's very important for you to understand is for the banks to have a very strong, let's say, relation with crypto. It would require a little bit of time. I'm not saying that banks should not involve crypto in them, but it's definitely going to require a little bit of time, as it's a traditional finance institution, which requires a little bit of more time to adopt to a new system. It wouldn't be just overnight, it would definitely take a little bit of time, but this is the step in the right direction. While Visa and Bridge partnered to enable the stablecoin. Now, we talked about how MasterCard was also doing something similar, and MasterCard and Visa are the two largest international overseas purchasing powers, you can say, because majority of the credit card or anything you use, I'm very certain it's going to be either MasterCard or Visa. And seeing that Visa is also getting involved with this, there's definitely a lot more things about to happen. And US reaches out to China for tariffs discussion, Chinese media reports. This is huge because initially Trump was waiting for China to break. Now it's very clear that the US is trying to reach out first. While North Carolina House passes a bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Now, Bitcoin reserve is being created by a lot of different states around the US, and that's a very good sign that more money is going to flow in, and this is going to also give a little bit of more confidence to the investors for the long term. And President Trump says he's more knowledgeable than the Fed chairman Powell. Honestly, I'm not going to comment on that. And United States to collaborate with the US to boost the adoption of crypto. After banning the USDT due to some regulations that it wasn't meeting, now trying to add more to their crypto. Kind of very interesting, that's all I'm going to say. And momentum could shift bullish once the MVRV crosses above its 1-year SMA, a golden cross that historically signals a strong upwards potential. And you can see it's very close, and if it's able to cross, there will be a lot more upside potential. While XRP and Dogecoin ETF decisions push to June as SEC reviews 70 crypto proposals. I mean, SEC is definitely slowly starting to favor the crypto market, and seeing that, you know, they're going to push it just by a month, that's still not bad, because I do think there's more things going to happen soon. And if Bitcoin breaks and holds above 95,000, the next key target based on MVRV pricing band is about 114,000. And if you just do a quick rollback, you'll come to realize that the highest Bitcoin has ever reached is probably close to 106,000, and before that was still just close to 106,000. But if we're able to get to 114, there will be a lot more potential for exploration. And 123% liquidation imbalance stuns the Dogecoin short sellers. That should give you perspective why the market's able to climb very quickly. And Robinhood beats on earning and revenue, but the monthly user count declines. The monthly user count is definitely going to make a return once there is a little bit more volatile market and people want to trade and make more profit. Other than that, honestly, we're in a very critical zone. There is going to be a make or break situation very soon. This is not financial advice. Take your time to make your decision, and I'll see you soon.